Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I am the Gentleman and welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Pixel Club. If you enjoy the content we produce, you can follow us on YouTube, Twitter and TikTok, all the handles that you can see on the screen at the moment. Today, for my pain, your pleasure, we're playing Dougie Do on the Spectrum Next, recreating on the MiSTer FPGA. But before we get into this, let's have a look at yesterday's video and comments. So yesterday we played Road Racers on the MiSTer FPGA that you can see on the screen at the moment. I have no idea why you've essentially got Pac-Man down here on the bottom left, but that's there for some reason. That's YouTube being a little bit silly. And what I want to have a look is see what was said. So let's scroll up and we can see Harry 2. So the comment from Harry 2, remember playing Daley Thompson's Decathlon from a cassette? Lucky if it didn't crash for 4 or 5 times before loading. You know what, Harry, if you think you were lucky with that, I offer you Zombie Zombie. Zombie Zombie was a game that I had a great follow-on from Ant-Attack. Absolutely loved that game. But by God, my parents brought me a data cassette recorder purely for loading in Spectrum games, and it wouldn't load that one game. And they used to really get the shits when I got up the old tape recorder to load in Zombie Zombie, because they brought me a perfectly good data recorder in their eyes that would load everything. But love that comment, so that gets a heart. Going to give you a like for that and a little comment here saying, if you thought that was bad, then please take a look at Zombie Zombie. That had so many tape loading errors, it sent me insane. So we're going to reply to that comment. And we're also going to have a brief chat about this video. So this game, I Love Rally X, and for those of you that have been following along on the channel from the very early days, this was one of the first videos that I did. This goes back to the 12th of August 2021, and this here was effectively me trying to beat my high score. The high score was 146,910. I did reasonably well on this video, and it had a little comment here from Dr. Tech. It's been a little while ago, but I'm going to give you a heart for that comment as well. And we also had another look at a Rally X game on the ZX Spectrum. This was MiSTer Rally X, and there was no comments here, unfortunately, but this was a fun game. And if you do like Rally X conversions, then do take a look at this one. And finally, for the Rally X games, we had 96 Flag Rally, and this was an absolute insane game to be playing. Very interesting, strange take where you had effectively the Japanese anime style on the original game. You know, strange choice of themes that they actually used here, and it is a Korean game. But that aside, we had a comment on here from RS Matrix 1, 96 flags, there's a lot of flags. Yes it is, you can have a like there, and I give you a heart here. So enough of yesterday's video and the associated games that went with it. Today we are playing Dougie Do. Dougie Do is a game by, it's a game by, where's his name? Damn it, I can't see his name. Rob Moran. And, this is a free game for the ZX Spectrum Next. And I've downloaded this for free. We're playing it on the ZX Spectrum Next, as you can see above me, recreated on the MiSTer FPGA. I do own a ZX Spectrum Next, but as I say, this will hopefully be an interesting game, probably very similar to MiSTer Do. I haven't played the video that it's got on the top right here because I want to experience this game firsthand with all of you as my witness. So, that aside, we're going to go straight into the game. And here it is, Dougie Do loaded up for you. So coding, Mob-Ram, music, a man in his techno shed, and you've got a few people who did the sound effects and the sprites as well. So there's been a great group of people that have come together to make this game. And remember, this is free, so it'd be rude not to hint the instructions. So let's do I to see what it says there. Okay, so his brother ran off to the circus to collect cherries, and Dougie decided on a more profitable career with diamonds. So this is probably a very similar game to MiSTer Do, but we're using diamonds. And we drop bombs and rocks. I guess we drop the bombs and the rocks can fall like the previous game. Be careful, they can also kill you, and an enemy will not respawn if killed with a rock. So the key here is to actually kill the enemies, I guess, using rocks, not bombs, and they won't respawn. So let's do C for credits. Okay, back on the title screen, and that just leaves us to play the game. So Dougie Do, free game by Rob Moran, and we're going to give this a go. So fire to start, and there we are. So we're on the top left, and we got 3 enemies on the screen. Okay, yep, so... Oh, look how smooth this is. Alright, control is just sort of gentle walk in the park here. The rocks fall as expected. Yes, let's try a bomb. Okay, yep, so we have bombs there. 1, 2. Come on. Hang on. Why is there so many enemies? There seems to be rather a lot of enemies on the screen at the moment. I guess... Oh, hang on. What is that? Is that an enemy spawner? I haven't really been paying attention. I was just looking at all these green guys following me around. Oh, shit. The bombs are falling. I got caught by a bloody rock. Okay, so they remind me, at least the whole level didn't reset, they remind me very much of lots of Mekons or Mekons from Dan Dare. If you know that old comic, then, you know, you will know exactly what I mean. These big, Jesus, got caught again. These big bad guys with with strange heads. So I've got no bombs left, so, you know, all I can do is run and collect the gems. I'm scoring okay for the moment, but as I say, this is the first time that I've played this, and getting used to the controls. So level 1 clear, onto level 2. You've got big levels on here. You've got lots of things to collect. I think when I was playing the versions of MiSTer Do, if I recall, there was 32 gems that you could collect on the screen. You know, the bombs. And I ran straight into an enemy here, and that's game over. The bombs don't reset on the level as well, so I've got to be a little bit careful with this. So, didn't do as well as I hoped, but you know what? This is only the first game. Does it have a high score? No, I don't think it has a high score table. That would have been nice to see a high score table there with lots of scores that would show people how better they are than myself. And if you like the look of this game as we play through it, the URL is on the bottom right hand side of the screen, robgm, itch.io, Dougie Do. So fire to go in again, and let's try and go all the way through this without losing a life, and maybe not losing a bomb as well. The controls are really sensitive. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. You know, the sprites, as you can see, are really animated very well. So, you know, liking what I see here at the moment. And I didn't need to pay for this game, and this was a free game, and I just saw that it had been released. And if you have a look at the gentleman's, if you have, oh damn it, I went up too soon. If you have a look at Rob's Twitter feed, you know, he wants to be an indie developer. He wants to do indie games, and you know what? If this, sir, is your first game into this arena, you know, this is a cracking little game you've got here. For those of you that don't know, the ZX Spectrum Next is the modern day Sinclair Spectrum. It came out a few years ago. There was a couple of Kickstarters for it. You know, it is a really good system. It's currently on its second Kickstarter at the moment, which is in the fulfillment phase. And you know, these people that have designed this system, you know, if you physically hold one, I've actually got 2 of these. They feel like, you know, the original Spectrum computer, but slightly updated. But you know, it's got the aesthetic, it's got the feel of it, and you really do feel like that you have brought effectively an 8-bit computer. Although it's not an 8-bit computer, it's got FPGA and stuff like this, but you feel like that you have brought an 8-bit computer, however you got it through the Kickstarter or whatever it was, or from the store, because they had limited options. Hopefully not eBay, and I say hopefully not eBay unless someone was a genuine seller with a problem or why they needed to sell, because you know, these things are for retro enthusiasts in my mind. They are, I got caught again. They are for collectors, and you know, it's a great system, and you can see it above me. In fact, it's just flipped to a MiSTer, but you could see it above me. So that's been game over. I wasn't paying much attention to my score because I blew the first level, but Dougie Do, we are having fun, and we're gonna again try and do level 1 without dying, and more importantly than that, I want to be able to do level 1 and get a high score as well. So we're going to do a little path. We're going to do a little path here. We're going to follow this through. Collect that. And we're not necessarily going to use our bombs if we don't need them. Remembering that the rocks drop. We have a lot of enemies now, so let's go all the way down here. Let's give you a bomb. There, how do you like those bombs? Oh look, we finally got one. We got one. Oh, we blew one up. So I'm just aligning the paths because it feels like it's actually got a little bit pixel perfect about what we're doing on the alignment. That's not bad. That's good. Oh, and what do we do here? Drop a bomb there, go down there. And we did it! We got through we got through a level without dying. So Dougie Do, can we do this on the second level? You know, this is a nice game, and the graphics, they're so sharp, they're so good. You know, they really are nice, and it's lovely to see, effectively, this is a vision of an old arcade game, but an old arcade game type games with, oh, out of the way, I see, I call that, you didn't get me with that. They pushed that boulder onto me. It's great to see old arcade games that look so new, so smart. And you know, we played another game on the ZX Spectrum. I don't play that system. Oh, fuck it, I got caught. I think that was the first fuck it, which makes it the second one because I've just done it again. You know, I don't think I play enough Spectrum games on the ZX Spectrum X, but we did play another one recently, which was again a very good game, and that was Baggers in Space. And Jesus, caught again. Come on, 4,375. We have to get on the high score table. We're throwing it all away like the fools that we are. Maybe if I run all the way up here, I'll get a few of them. All the way to the right. Jesus, and I run into it. Game over. So we're going to try again. We are going to get on the high score table. So today for this channel, I've been setting up some new lights, or rather a new light. I bought a new light on Amazon because one of the things I absolutely hate when you're using the green screen is setting up the lights. You know, if you can't recreate the environment that you were in 100% perfectly, you know, you're always going to have a perpetual problem of slight adjustments being made, and it really is a bit of Jesus, I'll run back into it. Really is a bit of a ball ache there. So I've got myself a nice large light that's sort of over there at the moment, using one of the smaller ones to my right, and you know, I've ordered a second large light, so you know that this looks like it's gonna work with what I want to do. You know, the green screen isn't perfect, and you know, it takes a lot of equipment to sometimes get these things perfect, or at least a lot of skill to have knowledge in what you're doing. And I'm only a hobbyist channel, you know, I'm not saying I'm skilled in it. And I thought I was over enough for that bloody bomb. I'm only a little hobbyist channel that I've got, that making the best with what I can. So, you know, we slowly improve. And if you have a look at the Rally X videos that we were going through right at the beginning, to leave the comments on yesterday's video, you can see how the programming has evolved on the different dates that we did. So, you know, I'm really pleased with where I am, what we're doing, where we've come to. We can always be better, and I will always strive to be better, to make the best content that I can for you, and hopefully not too many deaths. But you know, essentially what you've got here is you've got a middle-aged man who dies again. Game over. Playing games badly, but I really am trying to, you know, be successful for you here. So Dougie Do, we are gonna try again. So go here, no, go here, go down. And speaking of readers' comments, you know, what I want to do is I want to try and interact a little bit more with anybody that is good enough to be a viewer of this channel. So, you know, we are gonna look at the comments where possible on, you know, every video that I do, but it won't be on all of them, because that gives you an indication of when I actually made the video. So the comments that, you know, we looked at and that I spoke about today was, you know, on this video that I'm doing here, that I effectively recorded the day after. But sometimes, due to work, due to my job, I have to record videos a little bit in advance. So, you know, you sometimes get 2 or 3 made and they're slowly released. So I think what I'm going to have to do, I thought I was going to make it. I thought I was going to make it down. So I think what I'm going to have to do is look at older videos when I've got situations where, okay, I've already done a video recording of that day, we've looked at yesterday's comments, but the videos also don't come out necessarily in the day of release, the day that I actually record them. So, you know, I'll always try and do comments on one video or another, because we have got a huge back catalogue. I think we have got over 200 videos now, which is absolutely brilliant. You know, I've got other videos that I need to make. You know, I've got silly things that I want to do that I've always threatened to do, because I've got so many bloody chess games on the Spectrum where you have a look at, and he caught me, the piece of shit. I've got so many Spectrum chess games where you have a look when I've been doing the unboxing nostalgia games, and you know, with all of those, I can have chess systems versus chess systems, and I will do that at some point. But you know, it all takes time, and I've got to do more unboxing nostalgia as well, because although I thought the last one was very likely going to be the last unboxing nostalgia video that I did, I got myself a most amazing deal on Facebook. You know, there was somebody that was selling something that wasn't there to rip off. He was there to sell to absolute collectors, and this is still boxed up over to my shoulder behind the neon lines that you see here. So yes, there will be another unboxing nostalgia video that I need to do. But enough of this. You know, I've done a little bit of talk about the channel because I think it's worth sharing with everybody, you know, what my visions are, what my future are. A lot of you, hey look, you've got Dougie Do above me, and he's to the left hand side, no, the right hand side now as well. So yeah, I think it's worth talking a little bit about, you know, my hopes, what I want to do, because, you know, I really believe in what we're doing. You know, I still want to get to 1,000 subscribers, because then I will start doing live streams. But part of me is a little bit tempted here for some dry runs, because I want to use YouTube, you know, as a channel for the live streams, because, you know, this is where all of you guys and girls that have been kind enough to subscribe to this, oh I thought that was going to kill more of them there, that have been kind enough to subscribe to this channel, and those of you that are following along that are not subscribers, you know, this is where the primary, you know, sort of target of the audience is at the moment. But in order to prepare for this, you know, my gut is thinking, you know, you do have Twitch available. People use Twitch. Maybe I should consider using that as a platform just to do a couple of dry runs, a couple of test runs. So if I do them, I will obviously, if I can, copy them across to YouTube to share them. But you might see me doing something a little bit outside of the YouTube arena, just to practice, make sure that I've got a few skills, because doing stuff live is a little bit different. You know, these videos are kind of live in, you know, what I'm doing. That's, oh, damn it, I wanted to go down. These videos are kind of live in what I'm doing, in terms of I try and do them in one take, because, you know, you're using the streaming software, and, you know, you're hitting the buttons to change the scenes, do the scene transitions and everything else that you need to do about this. But oh yeah, oh look at that, multiple kills. So yeah, I was a little bit pleased about that. Yeah, you're using the scene buttons to do transitions and everything else like that. So, you know, you are sort of live in what you're doing in some respects, but, you know, not 100% there, because, you know, if I screw this up while I'm doing it, in terms of not the gameplay but the actual recording of it, then I do have to do it again. Which, you know, if you look over the years, when I've been, not the years, that was a bad statement. If you look over the months in terms of all the videos that I have done, you know, there have been a few cases of videos that have been done completely from scratch because something went wrong on the recording, something went wrong on the editing. So, you know, it does happen, but we try not to do that. So here we are. Look, top score 5,200. Oh, look at this. This looks very easy now. So I am on level 3 and things are looking quite easy for us. Oh, I've just looked down. No, they're not looking easy. No, they're not looking easy at all. I've just looked down at that bloody level, that thing below. Look at where they all are. Damn it! What am I going to do? I'm going to have to drop a bomb. Yeah. Oh shit! That one tunneled through. That tunneled through. So I've still got another life. Will I get to 7,000 points on this? Nope. And that has been game over. So this is Dougie Do. This is a free game. This is a great game to follow. You know, I've shown you the URL on the bottom right hand side where you can get this game for yourself. You can also look at the Rob's Twitter, and he talks a little bit, I believe, on his Twitter about how he wants to be an independent developer. If this is your first foray into game creating, and I think it may well be, by God, you are absolutely on the right track. And the coding by Rob, the music by the people that you see here, I don't know, man in his techno shed, I think that's one person. The sound effects by, you know, the 4 people that you've got here, and the sprites, all together, you combine this into making a brilliant fun game. This is on my Spectrum Next that I use on the MiSTer FPGA. I'm going to be putting this on my real Spectrum Next as well. And the reason I'm not using the real one for this is actually a little bit easier just to use the MiSTer FPGA. But thank you very much for a great game. If you were selling this game, as I do on games, would I buy it? Yes, I absolutely would. And that is the best endorsement that you can have, where someone's prepared to make a channel, make a video for your game. And this channel is free, it costs nothing for anybody or anything else like that, you know. And if the person making the video here, they would choose to buy your game after playing it, then you've got a good game. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. So, thank you all for following along. You all stay safe. You all take care. And I will see you next time. Goodbye. Hello there. Just me. If you're a subscriber to this channel, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber, then Merlin here would be delighted if you would consider subscribing. It would make him happy, it would make me happy. And if Merlin's happy, then everybody is happy. Thank you very much. Stay safe, take care, goodbye.